And here comes our second speaker, Jose Vizcarra. His title, My Experience as a Writer. My experience as a writer. Welcome, Jose.
Thank you very much, and Happy New Year to everybody, and hopefully you'll be writing this year. I have a question for you. Why write? That is a question that a lot of people question themselves. Why do I write? Do I really need to write? Or is just a foolish thing to do, wasting time writing? Oh my God, I can do something better. One day, I was talking to my daughter, and I said, baby, one day I'm going to be leaving. Pick up one of my books and read it, and I'm talking to you. So when you create art, you become immortal. Go to the library, pick up any book. That author is talking to you. People say, well, children don't like to write. Have you seen the walls on the city? They're covered with graffiti. And some of them are great artists. They send a message, but we ignore that. More walls should be covered to make it more beautiful for us to read. Send a message of love. Now, to write, I believe, there's some parts, like a car, a toilet, a great marriage, go to college. There are many parts, right? But I believe the parts to writing that I found out, number one, it starts with an idea. Without the idea, nothing happens. And some of the great authors, they have a notebook and a pencil when they're sleeping, and when they wake up, they write away the idea. If you don't think about it, you need to speak it too. Put it out there, send it to the ether, and then take notes, and then decide to write. Now, it is very important that to write, you have two things that will move you. Energy, hate, and love. When you're angry, you notice how you behave. You got this energy. You want to do something about it, right? Or when you're in love, romantic love. Remember those beautiful songs they talk about the romance, the wedding, having children, getting together, Thanksgiving, Christmas, those beautiful songs, right? Love for God, love for your country like I do, being a naturalized citizen, and I love my country. It's that feeling that you belong to the greatest country ever created by the Bible and the Constitution. You cannot change those documents. It's created with love. But there was an organization part, right? So the idea is people start talking about it, right? And then you write it. Okay. Well, let's talk about writing. First of all, when I learned this lesson, is so important. Never worry about mistakes. The mistake is your best friend. He tells you the truth. And some of us refuse it. The ego gets on the way. So no, we have to accept that we're going to make mistakes. Without mistakes, there's no growth. It is so important to understand that. That's what I hate teachers, that when a child makes a mistake, they scream at them. What are you doing? The mistake is the best friend for the kid. Let him accept that he's not perfect and needs to make a lot of mistakes to grow. Everything that we see that was created because of a lot of mistakes. I remember one time, this foolish reporter came to interview Edison. Probably you know, right? It is a Mr. Edison. How do you feel about failing so many times creating a battery? And then Edison smiled. He brought a big, listen, now I know 10 times how not to make a battery, right? So he wrote it. So he knows. And that's why we have batteries. Am I right? when the battery goes away, I forgot about the battery. We forget about those because they're so good, right? So that's so important. So never worry, just keep going. Edit it. That's why we have the editing portion and then the organization. Now the question is, what are you going to write? And another question is, who is your audience? Because you're not going to write about romantic novels to kindergartens, right? And you're going to write children books to mature people because you're insulting the intelligence, unless they're kindergarten teachers, right? That they love those type of books. I love it. Okay, so the question is, why do I write? First of all, I'm in love about my country, and I hate the things that are going on today, right? The horrible things that are happening. But unfortunately, I stopped watching the news because it's all about negative things. But there's one thing that is positive recently that I heard about what is going on in El Salvador. They put this president and he cleaned the whole country. It was one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Now it's the safest. Because he put those people in jail, took away their rights to protect the citizens. And I'm very proud that he will get reelected to continue and training the young people to run the country. And we need that with love. Okay? So now, my motivation to write is I have to be upset about something and I begin my poetry. In 20 minutes, I create a poem. Next, I'm writing a novel too. I've been writing novels for a long time once I get into hook. So what do I need to write a novel? Well, a novel is a special piece of literature, right? Number one, you have to have the characters. And being a macho man, I believe the characters in my novel are alpha males who want to find a woman, hopefully a virgin, to bond and marry that woman and to live. And they're the protectors, they're the lovers, but they know the woman is in charge. One say, well, women are slaves. No, not in my house, believe me. Oh, I open my mouth and they nail me. Okay, so also you have to create problems and wise solutions and train the children to be like the parents because parents have a purpose to procreate and raise future parents. Thank you very much. And I love to be among great writers because you inspire me. Okay. When you speak, I love that. Thank you. God bless you and have a fantastic year writing. Thank you very much.